Welcome. I'm Thabran Gajendran and I'm a lecturer in construction management. This is the second video of 3 videos that will explain the learning environment. The previous video focused on getting you started with your learning. This video focuses on how we facilitate your learning.
Well, there are 4 aspects to these topics here. The first one looks at how you access your lecture resources. These resources include lecture video, lecture audio, and PowerPoint. The second aspect looks at the tutorial and how you get involved in tutorials. And the third aspect looks at where you find extra resources like reading materials or website. And the fourth aspect looks at how you interact with your fellow students and create a learning community. Let's go through them one by one. Okay. The first aspect relates to lecture resources. The on-campus lectures are generally provided to you via a number of formats. Different lecturers choose different formats. However, I will go through the major 2 options that lecturers use. The first one is called Lectopia, and generally it is linked through the course documents button here. And you can access the Lectopia website by clicking this button. Okay. Here the lectures are linked to the every lecture is linked to the Lectopia recordings, so that any lecture that happens in a class is streamlined and automatically uploaded into this website. So they are listed in date order. So you can decide whether you want to download a lecture or stream a lecture. What I mean by that is that if you look at here, there are 2 options here for you to get access to the lectures. One is to download your lecture to the desktop, and you will have a copy of it and you can view it at any time. The other option is you streamline it and watch it on computer, and with this option you don't save it to your desktop. Now let's look at the streamlining options. Now when you click here, again it gives you number of alternatives here, or number of options. You can download or streamline and listen to audio only, or you can download video and audio files in 3 different sizes. Okay, so here you get 266K, 556K, or 512K. That's broadband. Okay, so if you decide to streamline, we go here and click this button and say open. Okay, and when you click continue here, it'll start to streamline the lecture. And here it is both audio and video. Okay, and larger the file size here, the download, larger the window on which the lecture will be displayed. Okay. As mentioned earlier, the other option within Lectopia is to download a lecture to the desktop, and you can do that by clicking here at the downloading button, and you can see there are number of number of options provided, and based on your internet speed and the your download capacity, you choose the file size. Let's take this file which is 115 MB, and it gives you 512 into 384 dpi. That's the screen width of the lecture. Okay, so you press open here and follow the prompt, and when you click download here, it starts to download the lecture, and you can whenever you want, you can review the lecture. One of the other advantages with this system is that it allows you to podcast. Now, if you prefer to podcast, you can click on here on the subscribe button, and it'll every week the lectures will be automatically downloaded to your iTunes, so that it takes the pressure off you to come and download the lectures here. Okay. Um, okay. Now, some lecturers may take the second option, where they do not use Lectopia, but they use PowerPoint and a separate lecture recording, okay, an audio file. Now, it generally happens that through this lecture resources area. So you click there, and most of the lecturers organize their lectures based on a weekly structure. So let's go into week 1 here, and you can see there's lecture notes and tutorial trigger. So when you click there, you can see the lecturer has uploaded a PowerPoint file which you can download here, and also you can download a audio file of the lecture. So students open the PowerPoint file and play the lecture and go through the PowerPoints as the lecturer progress through the slides. So this is also a common option delivered by some lecturers. Okay, so don't expect that every course will have Lectopia recordings, because some lecturers prefer this way, and some students may also prefer the lectures delivered this way. If you may also find some lecturers uploading the PowerPoint on a PDF format to avoid any downloading difficulties on the part of the students. Okay, so to summarize, there are two options that lecturers generally use to deliver lectures. One is Lectopia recording, and other one is using PowerPoint and audio. The second topic of the learning environment is about tutorials and how you engage in tutorials as a distance learner. Now, this is an important aspect of your learning facilitation, because you learn to solve the problems that is given in your assignments through this process. We use discussion forums to deliver our tutorials for distance learners, and a discussion forum will be organized with tutorial activities, probably on a weekly basis, or some lecturers may group a couple of week activities together in one tutorial thread. Now let's look at the first thread here, week 1 tutorials, estimators context. And once you go in there, you will see a trigger put here. You click on the trigger and you open the trigger to see what is the tutorial activity for that.